Hi, hello everyone, good evening. I'll be presenting today my farewell speech to my brother Daniel. If you want to know who me, Daniel, Jace, Tony, and Max are, just picture a sunrise over Tahoe, sore legs from the hikes and miles we've been on, and the tears streaming from our eyes from the laughters and good times. And of course, Daniel daring us to take that one last leap. I first met Daniel for my freshman year of high school. That day alone was just a doozy. The talks and everything we just had in common, we just clicked from there, and I remember it very instantly. Instantly through wins and losses, late night talks, and shared visions to work hard, be happy, and build something together, that really clicked for me, and that's when I knew we would be good friends. Tonight, we're honoring why this friendship feels more like family and why his next chapter is going to be incredible. I will share a couple of quick stories about when Daniel, me and him has been through a lot, and I'll give a little shout out to Jace, Tony, and Max throughout, and I'll send Daniel off the way he deserves. With these memories in mind, let's just move towards who Daniel is and what he's done that made our brotherhood absolutely unforgettable. Daniel is my brother from another mother. The ones who stood with me the most, through the trials and tribulations, the hardest days, to the loudest laughs, just the weirdest and tough times, to getting in trouble. Me and him have just been through the same exact thing with like personal life and everything, so. And he's just the guy who turns a moment into a memory, and I'll always appreciate that. I will never forget the late night, bike rides we had in the city. This one time I remember we had, I remember this one time in the city when we were riding down and we hit this tree and he thought he had a concussion, and then we ended up in the ER. And then we were there till 4 a.m. and then we turned that concussion checkup into a comedy show. We were just doing all sorts of goofy stuff in there. Everyone in Mills Peninsula Hospital was like recording us and laughing, and honestly, just a day I will never forget. When we got back to his house and we had that sleepover, we were just laughing about that day. Even when things go sideways, Daniel finds the laugh and keeps us calm and keeps us moving, whether it's snowboarding, skating, drifting, hunting tours to find the perfect fit, or just taking on whatever life throws at us. At my lake house, I remember the first time he rode a jet ski and he flipped my jet ski, and I was just dying laughing because he was so scared. Oh my God. And then the second time I took him on my boat, the first time he went tubing actually, the first turn we did, he absolutely ate shit and skidded on the lake like a rock, and I will never forget that. Even when he turns those wipeouts into memories, he always just looks towards the bright side, and I can always appreciate that, to be honest. There was this Tahoe day, waterfall hike in the morning. There was this Cleo's Bath Trail at sunset we went to. I will never forget those days. The friendly trash talk, a few cliff jumps, and yes, the emergency pit stop Max took in the woods that me, Tony, Daniel, and Jace will never live down. We still laugh about it to this day, to be honest. Those miles with Daniel just made the vibes better and the bond stronger, as the concerts, the parties, the road trips, and the plans we did. It just all turned into stories and great memories. Now the crew, Jace is the dependable spark of the crew. He's the mechanic, the guy who brings us out and brings us together. And then Tony, he's the guy who kind of has the fearless, scented energy. And then Max brings that quiet confidence, which every crew needs, I feel like. And then together, they're part of the family that Daniel helps build together, and I will always appreciate that, as we low-key see ourselves as the four amigos, to be honest. One night, drifting near Mountain View, Jace kissed the curb and knocked his alignment out. And he looked at us like, well, and then he kept rolling, and then me and Daniel knew it was gonna happen, and I just remember that so vividly because he was bragging about how he's so good, and look what happened, buddy. And then I remember this one time in San Diego when Tony saw this like ocean cliff jump spot, and he said, we gotta do it, and he literally sent it off there, and we had no other choice to do it with him, and I'll never forget that. And I remember this one time with Max, when we went snowboarding, and then he said, first one down gets $100. This dude goes first, and he's the first one out, hits a tree, bruises his ribs, dislocates his shoulder. I will never forget that. We were just dying laughing, and he's tanked it. He absolutely tanked it, and I'll never forget that. And I remember Daniel looking at him like, come on, dude, really? Be for real. That was just so funny. And holding these memories together, they just keep us close. And I'll never forget that. I mean, the trials and tribulations me and Daniel have been through. I mean, let's just send Daniel to his next chapter with love and confidence he's always given us. We are brothers bounded by shared miles, spectacular wipeouts, late night walks and drives, talks too as well, turn into big dreams and real plans. The heart of tonight is to celebrate Daniel through the stories that made us and to carry them forward with us as he heads home to Poland to learn more about his country, his family, and the business he's always wanted to do with contracting. Daniel, I would love to visit you, and of course I will. We will build something together. Cars to real estate to clothes to whatever we dream on and we decide, and we will keep pushing together to work hard and be happy and to make our dreams come true, brother. To Daniel, Pazvedania, may the road rise to meet you, brother. May everyone and every view be even better than the last. Love you, brother. Have a good trip.